Yo, I'm Uber213, and this video is my attempts at a Pokemon FireRed Hardcore Nuzlocke with only Steel-type Pokemon. To see the rule set of a Hardcore Nuzlocke, check the description, but in short, I can only use the first Steel-type Pokemon I encounter on any route and or area. If a Pokemon faints, is considered dead and can no longer be used. I must play on set battle style, I can't use items in battle, and I cannot overlevel the next gym leader's highest Pokemon. Now, I know you might be thinking, wait, there's only one Steel-type in FireRed. How's this gonna work? I'm going to allow myself to use any Pokemon that can be acquired in FireRed's postgame, so the encounters for the run will be Magneton, Steelix, Scizor, and Skarmory. Okay, so let's just get right into it. I name myself Whoop and my rival Fire because I predict that Fire-type Pokemon like the rivals Charmander and Blaine's team are going to be the death of me. To start, I use the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to switch Bulbasaur with Skarmory so that I can have a Pokemon for the early game. I named him Iron because I'm unoriginal and needed a nickname theme. I use one Leer and 3 Pegs to easily destroy the rival's Charmander. Then, I defeat Wild Kakuna and Metapod to EV Train in defense to prepare for Brock. A combination of Leers and Pex defeats both Brock's Geodude and his Onix without much trouble, winning me my first badge. But the real challenge starts after Mount Moon when I get to Cerulean City and I have to fight my rival again. His Pidgeotto is no trouble to defeat like I predicted and goes down in a few Pex, but his Charmander is a huge problem. Because of Sand attacks the Pidgeotto setup, I miss all my Pex and get killed by 2 Embers, ending the first run. It takes me 3 more attempts to beat the rival. This time the Pidgeotto doesn't get off any sand attacks, so I can use 2 Pegs, 1 getting a crit to beat the Charmander. After that, Skarmory makes short work of his Rattata and his Abra, winning the fight. But that fight was nothing in comparison to the slaughterfest of the next fight, Misty. I grind Wild Mankey and Ekans on Route 4 for attack EVs until I get to level cap of 21, but it doesn't help much. Misty's fight is complete RNG. Because of Skarmory's low special defense and speed, Misty's Starmie can outspeed and 3-shot with Water Pulse that almost cleanly kills Skarmory. I'll save you the trouble of going through every attempt because this fight took me over 29 attempts. I tried everything to win this fight. After dozens of attempts, I formed a strategy that could fall apart after a multitude of different outcomes. Turn 1, Agility to guarantee that Skarmory outspeeds Starmie. If Staryu either A, uses Harden, counter with Leer until he B, uses Water Pulse so that Skarmory can cleanly kill with 2 Swifts. If Staryu either crits or gets confusion with Water Pulse, I lose. But if I get past Staryu with an Agility and 1 attack worth of damage, Starmie will either kill me in 2 Water Pulses, 1 crit Water Pulse, or if it confuses me and I hit myself, it's over. It seemed like there was nothing I could do. I made sure to grab the Oran Berry from Route 3 to get some health recovery, and I had to grind against Mankey on Route 24 along with Kakuna and Metapod before Brock to gain more attack EVs in these attempts. And I nearly gave up on this entire challenge until one lucky attempt. Funnily enough, on the winning attempt, I started with Leer and then Agility, then kill Staryu in 2 Swifts as I hit 1 Water Pulse. Starmie comes out, I Leer it, and it Water Pulses proc my Oran Berry. I get greedy, use another Leer, live on 1 HP, and then I kill with another Swift. I knew that early game with 1 Pokemon would have been hard, but I didn't think I'd have to make it to attempt 33 before Surge. Anyway, I can't even worry about him yet because now I have another rival fight on the SS Antidote. The problem now is just Charmander had evolved into a Charmeleon. Battle starts as Pidgeotto gets off chip damage with Quick Attack and Tackle, as I Agility and kill with Swifts. Then Charmeleon comes out, ruins my day by getting a burn on his first Ember and killing with the second. So I lost. I nearly gave up after that, but I knew I had to keep trying for the video. So from now on, I'm only going to count an attempt if it makes it the same amount of progress as the last run, or the counter would be way too long. Anyway, after 3 more attempts of this fight, I won. Battle starts, I Agility and the Bird Sand attacks twice. Doesn't matter because Swift can't miss, and I crit with Swift. Charmeleon comes out, dies at 3 Swifts after he smoke screens like an idiot, and then Raticate and Kadabra both go down to Swift spam. Next, I go catch a Diglett appropriately named Cut to use Cut. Anyway, after that is the hardest battle for the Skarmory solo run, Lieutenant Surge. Skarmory being weak to electric is not going to make this easy, but it is possible. It just took a few more attempts, because Raichu outspeeds and cleanly 2-shots with Shockwave after Voltorb chip damage. My first attempt, Voltorb hits with Shockwave and then Sonic Boom, getting Skarmory below half as I kill with 2 Swifts and then 1-shot the Pikachu with another, but then Raichu comes in and it's game over because he kills with a Shockwave. On the winning attempt, 4 tries later, Voltorb misses Sonic Boom as Scarper uses Agility, then crits with Swift, Pikachu doesn't matter, then the dumb Raichu uses Double Team, then T-Wave, into a Super Potion, into another Double Team, then a Shockwave as I kill it with Swift. Once I get past this section of the game, the run smooths out for a while. On Route 9, I pick up the TM for Aerial Ace and teaches the Skarmory, finally giving him a better stab move. And even better, we finally get a new team member in Onix, which I can evolve into Steelix with this hunk of metal I found on the ground. I name him Steel for obvious reasons. I EV train him to level 23 and teach him Dig before going into Rock Tunnel. Near the end of Rock Tunnel, I teach Skarmory Rock Slide through the Move Tutor. I give it to Skarmory instead of Steelix for reasons I'll explain in a bit. Once I get to Celadon City, I can go to the game corner to get a new team member in Scyther, which I can evolve into Scizor thanks to the metal I found on the ground. I name him Nickel. I also get the TM for Iron Tail from the game corner, which I teach Steelix after gambling my life away. Anyway, after I EV train my team in attack and defense, I go to take on Erica. This fight is a breeze. Skarmory easily runs through her team with Aerial Aces, but that's to be expected. Next, I went into the Rocket Hideout to fight Giovanni, which wasn't a problem. I lead Steelix against Onix and 2-shot with Dig because of a crit. Then I 1-shot Rhyhorn the same way. Finally, 1 Dig and 2 Iron Tails kills the Kangaskhan. After that, I go back to Lavender to fight the rival in Pokemon Tower. Finally, fighting the rival isn't the end of a run. I send out Skarmory against his Pidgeotto, and now that I have Rock Slide, I can sweep. I set up an Agility and can 1-shot Pidgeotto and Charmeleon with a Rock Slide each. An Aerial Ace on Execute and Kadabra, and then 2 Rock Slides on Gyarados for the win, earning Steel Wing in the process. Before the next gym, I detour to the Safari Zone to pick up the Quick Claw and the TM for Steel Wing, which I teach to Scizor. The next fight against Koga is really easy. I start with Steelix and go for Dig as Coughing Self-Destructs. Next is Muk, which tries to PowerPoint stall Steelix, and he succeeds, so I start to Skarmory to kill it and whittle it down. Then Skarmory takes down Coughing and Wheezing without a problem. After that is the next rival fight, which is just like the last one. I sweep with Skarmory. Set up Agility, Rock Slide the newly evolved Pidgeot and Charizard, Aerial Ace Execute, and Steel Wing Alakazam. Then switch to Scizor to kill Gyarados. Giovanni, again, isn't a problem. I lead Steelix and Dig the Nidorino, switch to Skarmory on Nidoqueen, kill it with Aerial Aces and Steel Wings, switch to Scizor on Rhyhorn, and kill with Steel Wings. Switch back to Steelix on Kangaskhan, and kill with Screeches and a Dig. The next gym leader, Sabrina, I swept with Scizor for fun, also because he's getting no screen time. I set up Swords Dance and an Agility on Elite Kadabra, and then proceed to 1-shot Kadabra, Venomoth, Mr. Mime, and Alakazam with Steel Wings. Now that I have access to Surf, I can go to the Power Plant to pick up my last team member, Magnemite, which I named Zinc. I immediately evolve him into Magneton and EV train him in Special Attack and Special Defense for reasons I'll explain later. I also go back to Celadon to gamble and get a Thunderbolt TM, which I immediately teach to Magneton. This is where the fun ends because the next gym leader is Blaine, the Fire-type gym leader. As you can probably tell, my team isn't ready to fight Fire-types, but there's no more preparation I can make. First attempt, I kill Growlithe and Ponyta with Rock Slides, Rapidash hits Skarmory, then Magneton hard, then kills Scizor with a Fire Blast. Steelix comes in and kills with a Dig, but Arcanine kills the rest of my team with Fire Blasts. But then, after a few more tries and hours wasted redoing the whole run over and over, I got a winning attempt. I led Magneton again and used T-Bolt to OHKO Growlithe and Ponyta, and then killed Rapidash after it misses a Fire Blast with T-Bolt. Then, I switched to Skarmory on a takedown, flinch the Arcanine with Rock Slide, and then kill it with another. The last gym fight against Giovanni was fine. I led Skarmory, used Agility, got it cancelled by Scary Face, so I just decided to kill the Rhyhorn with 2 Steel Wings. Next, Rhyhorn goes down the same way, then Nidoqueen comes in and goes down to 4 attacks, but not before paralyzing Skarmory with Body Slam, forcing the switch. He sends a Nidoking as I go to Scizor and kill it with Steel Wings. Drug Trio meets the same fate. Now I have to fight the rival one more time before the league. I lead Magneton against Pidgeot, OHKO with T-Bolt, then he sends a Charizard, I live 1 Flamethrower because of his max speed F, and then kill with T-Bolt, along with Gyarados. Then I switch to Scizor, kill Rhyhorn, Execute, and Alakazam. Elite 4 time, let's do it. First up is Lorelei, which I wasn't worried about because her Dugong, Cloyster, and Slowbro go down to a T-Bolt apiece from Magneton, and Lapras goes down to 2. I only have to switch to Scizor to kill the Jinx because of Sleep BS. Second up is Bruno. His Onix goes down to 2 Steel Wings from Skarmory, Hitmonchan and Lee go down to an Aerial Ace each, Machamp goes down to 4 after a heal, lastly Onix goes down the same way as the first. Third is Agatha. I lead Skarmory on her Gengar, set up Agility, and kill with 2 moves. Haunter dies to 3 after a heal, and Golbat dies to 3 after another heal. Arbok goes down after more heals, and Gengar dies to 2 Steel Wings from Scizor after more sleep BS. Fourth is Lance. Gyarados goes down to a T-Bolt from Magneton, switch to Scizor to kill both Dragonairs with some Steel Wings, kill Aerodactyl with a Steel Wing, and then an Iron Tail from Steelix. Then Dragonite comes out, and Steelix uses Screech, and I switch to Skarmory to kill with Rock Slide. Now for the champion fight, the Run Decider, the last battle against the rival. I lead Magneton as he leads Pidgeot, T-Bolt one-shots the bird as he sends in Charizard, which misses a Fire Blast, the idiot, and dies to T-Bolt. Rhydon's next, so I switch to Skarmory and kill with 2 Steel Wings. Gyarados comes out and nearly kills Skarmory after he nearly kills him with 3 Rock Slides. I switch to Magneton for the T-Bolt OHKO, and Alakazam switches in, so I switch to Steelix for a kill with EQ. Executor is last, but he dies to a Sword Dance with an attack combo from Scizor, winning me the run after 50 attempts. Holy crap. This was my first ever monotype hardcore Nuzlocke, and I'd say, 50 attempts isn't bad for a run where I only have 1 Pokemon at the start, so it was alright. Yeah, I had a good time. And if you guys had a good time, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment down below what video I should make next. Anyway, that's all from me. See you guys later. Peace.